to ask the Scottish Government what assurances it can provide to fishers in the Nehallan and Near constituency who have reportedly expressed concern about their livelihoods and the future of their communities in light of the potential economic and cultural impact which highly protected marine areas may have on coastal and island communities once designated.
Minister Lorna Slater.
Firstly, I want to take this opportunity to say that I am aware of the strength of feeling arising from the highly protected marine area consultation and that we remain committed to continued meaningful engagement with fishers and coastal and island communities. Our consultation has just closed and we are analysing responses and carefully considering feedback. I must also reiterate that no sites have been proposed yet. Site selection will be a participatory process and the expertise of fishers, amongst others, will be crucial to ensuring proposals provide benefits for the sustainable fishing of our marine ecosystems.
Alasdair Allan.
I thank the Minister for her answer. Members will appreciate the need to tackle biodiversity loss, but in many parts of the Highlands and Islands, human communities are at risk too. The population of my constituency has nearly halved since the Second World War and is projected to drop by another 16% by 2042. Given fishing's strong economic and cultural ties across the West Coast, does the Minister understand why HPMA proposals have now inspired the Skipponish song, and can she say how the proposals can be reconciled with the Scottish Government's commitments around depopulation and other items in the National Islands Plan?
Minister.
I thank the member very much for his question and for his concern about this matter. This concerns us all. If we do not take action in the marine space, there is a risk the marine environment will not remain resilient enough to continue to provide the resources and benefits that we gain for it for the long term. Protecting our marine environment ensures not only that we protect the natural asset upon which the fishing industry and other industries are built, but helps develop and manage the potential devastating impacts on this industry of climate change. Communities can absolutely benefit from highly protected marine areas, and indeed the Lamlish Bay no-take zone was as a result of campaigning by the local community group. Based on studies coordinated by that group, it has been noted that since protection, commercially important species have increased in size, age and density.
I've got a number of supplementaries. They will have to be brief, as will the responses. First, Jamie Halker-Johnson.
Thank you. With communities up in arms and SNP backbench rebellion looming, the Scottish Government now seems to be desperate, at least, to be seen to be listening on these plans, but they've already caused huge anger amongst coastal communities. So will the Minister now drop these plans and, going forward, going back to the drawing board, engage fully to find agreement with local communities and stakeholders on a way forward?
Minister.
Again, I absolutely appreciate the strength of feeling here. The consultation on these matters only closed on Monday, and we will take the time to consider all the responses. Consultations are a tool that we use to collect views from interested groups, and the Scottish Government is aware of the concerns from marine users and industries, including fishers, about the potential impacts that HPMAs may have on them. These impacts may benefit certain fish stocks. HPMAs studies show that they increase the stock, which can spill over to adjacent areas and which benefits fishers in the form of increased extra offspring in juvenile and adult animals, which benefit commercial, and of course HPMAs can benefit recreational sectors as well.
Rhoda Grant.
Thank you, Presiding Officer. Given the strength of feeling around the HPMAs, will the Minister listen to the consultation and withdraw these proposals, or does she see them as a red line within the Bute House Agreement?
Minister.
As I said to the member in the previous question, the consultation has only just closed. It includes a very wide range of views, which we will now consider and assess. Of course, it is important to create the right balance in our marine space. We recognise the importance of continued investment in Scotland's seafood and wider marine sectors, as well as balancing the needs for eco-marine protection and for renewable energy.
And briefly, Beatrice Wishart.
The Minister talks about meaningful engagement and recognises the concerns that are being expressed across island and coastal communities throughout Scotland. When will she actually meet with those that are most affected in their communities?
And as briefly as possible, Minister.
I will reiterate again that no sites have been selected for this. We want the site selection process to be participatory at every step of the way. This is part of a just transition as we transition our marine spaces as we work towards net zero, and we absolutely intend to have meaningful community engagement every step of the way.